Here's hoping this is the right one. All right.
I'm in the armory.
Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus. It just stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
There we go.
Happy to be of service. I think you'll see that showing up is only one of my many talents.
There we go.
Is that right? Well, I'll be sure not to blink. I want to see them all.
Let me know if I go too fast for you.
There's no such thing. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Long time no chat. What's up? Well, as far as your Hyperion peeps go, Doc's kinda nosy. Liam, he's a with. Does a Pathfinder know what to do with? Expands the guild. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you and I. Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow? We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder. Anytime.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I'm looking for moments like this with people like you.
Ah, sorry, guys aren't my thing. But good to know I'm universal. Still an answer though. Something far from home, I get it.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. but it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
I'll talk to someone. Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
No. I know that I can be of use here. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
We definitely need people.
We need people with skills, and it sounds like you've got many. Welcome aboard.
Yep, making deals to get the things you want, shooting at the things you don't. That's me. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Okay. So everyone forgot we were all taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Got you covered, there's soup in the galley for cocktail. And to think we might have left port without you. Found a mug yesterday near the bio lab. Nice one, magnetized base. Left it stuck sideways to a bulkhead. Oh, that's mine. Just put it down for a sec while my hands were full. Next time, empty it first. Not right now, but I'll keep you on my list, especially if you're biotic and can drop the weight. Pay you back in beer or whatever else you can find. You serious? I never joke about comfortable seating. Comfortable is not the term for it. You're just jealous of the best seat in the house. Not a thing and not a house. Congratulations on successful installation of your InfoBoard version 3.4. You are now ready to keep yourself and your staff informed on the latest developments on the Tempest. Okay, set up everyone's users' accounts, have at it. So we can post anything in here, anything you want the whole crew to see, though I disabled image embedding. Missed opportunities. Oh my. Finished the assignment paperwork for the Nexus, had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team, and Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Relax, Harper, the best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. I'll keep that in mind.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Huh.
You know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
You'll be
I
great.
couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
What?
a Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy.
Oh.
My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Interesting thesis.
That's a very specific topic.
I grew up on Omega, lots of Krogan mercenaries. The best habitat outside Tuchanka. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Well, that's one way of helping manage my diet.
And don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying, Rusha. It'll be fine.
Right. Have you settled in yet?
Yeah, got all my stuff here.
And your repair kit, spare parts?
I carry that emergency kit you put together all the time.
Good. Good. I'll check in with you later.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Oh my gosh! Drex? Drex is Kesh's grandfather? Oh.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Yeah.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
It's hard to be on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Check my emails. The families of my lost expedition asked me to convey their appreciation for finding their loved ones. It's always difficult when we lose people, but knowing what happened will help with the mourning process. Adriana. Hello, forgive the intrusion. I have an issue that you and Sam should be ready to solve. It may assist my investigations into the Scourge. I can discuss it in person at Nexus Labs. I can still smell that remnant vault on my armor. Lots of weird shit down there, like my Huntress manuals would say. The razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now that I think about it, reminds me a little bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Same huge spaces and running water. Same So it's a high purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what their builders did there. Cora. I am pleased to report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency, so now that you're in command, I thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designers and I sneaked into her code. Just send the code JCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Give all the spend, lets you use the coffee dispenser in the gallery an unlimited number of times. Water temp override, overrides the normal hot water ration in the showers. Jump wash queue, puts your clothing ahead of everyone else's in the audio laundry cycle. Wait. Enjoy and don't share them around. Callow. Hey Pathfinder, just hitting this point again. Our team, no place I'd rather be. Here's where we get to fix things soon, as we have people on the ground. I'll have eyes on how to get them what they need. This is sort of just make it happen. That's why I joined Hustle and exactly why I came here. We'll do it. Costa. Theme has included a list of media themed to frontiers. Genres include westerns, space opera, and oddly Turian historical dramas. Oh. That's the problem. Turian historical dramas are war movies. Okay. I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels doing what I have to do, being on the Nexus during the bad times. A lot of us get used to a lot of ugly things because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you, so if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. You should have told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Drac has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicate images. Many are low-res or watermarked. Attachment. Krogan virility and aggression. Writer attaches my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissertation for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1,400 pages. It's much more insightful and includes mating diagrams. Lexi wrote Krogan porn. That's all I can say. Well, given the amount of high-impact cardio in your exercise routine, I recommend spending 5 to 10 minutes a day stretching to open your hips and relieve tightness in the lower back. The poses I've listed below should do nicely. Not to sound elitist, but while it's true humans invented yoga, the Asari perfected it. Jeronis bow. Standing, spread your legs apart, turning 1 foot outwards. Take a deep breath. On exhale, bend your torso towards the outward-facing foot until your hands meet your ankle. Hold for 5 seconds, then switch sides. Devura's embrace, lying on your back. Bring your feet together until there is a diamond of negative space between your legs. Palms against the floor, push your hips forward. Be careful not to overextend yourself. Matriarch's pose, kneeling, take a deep breath. On exhale, bring both hands together to form a triangle. On second exhale, swing arms overhead and bend forward until your torso is between your thighs. Hold for 3 breaths, reaching farther with each exhale. Please let me know if you need diagrams or vids. Lexi! Just... if anyone actually I'm gonna hold this email right here with all 3 positions right there. If anyone wants to screenshot this and visualize what those 3 positions look like in conjunction with the fact she wrote Krogan porn. Sorry. Oh, this one's from PB. Hey, writer, hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room. I eat the escape pod. I guess I just really want to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some sort of data in it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated. PB. I've completed my analysis of the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall, while both files, including facial damage incurred when your helmet shared. Those hairline subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there is a facial reconstruction suite installed in the Tempest medbay. Exploring harsh environments can take its toll, after all. The suite can make any desired adjustments to your appearance quickly and safely. Callow claims the suite runs on antiquated xenon. I think that's one of his little jokes. Pathfinder, I am a freelance vidmaker and I could really use your help with my... Oh, right. I already saw that one. So yeah. Here we go. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway, because I know it's true. Keep your riders safe, and I'll do the same with mine, Harry. The facial reconstruction suites. Okay. So literally the only thing that's customizable is the face, yeah? So we'll just leave the face as is. Okay. So, finish exploring the ship. I need to bump into Cora somewhere.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus. Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our Vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You said you designed it.
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean Abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half-finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Any
Did
word?
you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company. but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
It's good to have different voices on my team. I like that.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Atheism became the most popular religion by the time
You're setting up in here.
this history rolled around.
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Oh, BTW. Sorry. Entirely female species, by the way. Her parents could just as easily be a lesbian couple. Yeah, they reproduce regardless of who they mate with. Anyway,
Maybe you just needed more sleep?
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again... I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
now to find Cora, because she's the only person on the ship I haven't talked to yet. I want to make sure I've got my entire team all...
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
Ah, there you are. Biolab it is.
I'm in the armory.
Hold on. Biolab, armory. Girl, you move. Quick. Biolab's on this side.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it. But I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay. So Liam, surprisingly, wants to find the Turian Ark. Cora, also not surprisingly, wants to find the Asari Ark. So we have missions on the Nexus while we're waiting on Eos to become habitable.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
That's what I got because I chose the science team.
There's a difference between being honest and being an ass.
Yeah.
Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Or, before I go, I can check to see if there are any other missions right here. Yeah? Yeah.
Wonder if I can get this part off local traders.
Still missing those.
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Hello.
T-cells, augmentations. And paint jobs for the Nomad. Okay.
Nice to see you again.
Mostly augmentations and ammo. Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to find that reporter. She said something about... Won't let me back on the Tempest for a bit. Okay.
Do more good out there than I can stuck here.
I'm Jan Garza, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serves as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
Public works, as in publicly murdering enemies.
Where do you come from?
Truth about
Turians
Turians.
live on a planet known as power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Paladin's sun.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans,
That's one way of whitewashing Turian history.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and
Hi
cooperation.
there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a Krogan. Are you interested in hearing more about my people?
Okay.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tuchanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles?
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start.
Actually, that's kind of true, though.
We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
More about your own culture.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war or conflict.
Where do you come from?
Asari come from a planet known as Thesia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thesia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains.
Unless you're PB, in which case, yeah. Hang on. Something got on my foot. There we go.
Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
I'm Jean Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
Bullshit.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Rakesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Rakesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all. It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians.
Except for maybe the genophage.
Don't hesitate.
Hello there. Just ask.
They're happy to answer any
Okay.
questions you may have.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors or religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight over it.
Also bullshit.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world, with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species.
What's human history like?
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit.
Completely
We'd like to
avoiding
think
it.
we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
I'm Jean Garson, founder of the initiative.
Quite literally trying to sugarcoat things.
I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
This is Ark Hyperion, one of several ships that made the long voyage from the Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda. The thousands of colonists aboard have come in peace, united by their dream of a better life in your beautiful galaxy. You need not fear their arrival. We are all citizens of the universe, eager to be your friend.
Is a place of friendship and
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only for a land they can call home. If you encounter an outpost, feel free to drop by and say hello. Your new neighbors are eager to make friends.
they're happy to answer any questions you
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by.
about your own culture.
Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding.
That makes sense
We're
out
just
of that
getting
whole
everything
thing now.
ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
No shit, Sherlock. Wow.
Thanks.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask. Pathfinder, do you have a moment? We, need to explain you.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Thanks.
Of course.
Okay. Making that my current mission, and